What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I am down at the 2025 DFW RV party at the AT&T Stadium. It's an absolutely incredible place to be touring, but also to shop around some campers. Now this one I have gotten so many messages on that I knew I just had to hit it. It's the 2025 Sandpiper 40DUPLEX. Now this could also be considered the Sierra 40 duplex as well, because they're going to be sister products. I will put a link for all of these specifications, and locations down in the description. But this is such a unique floor plan because you have the 2 full beds and the baths as well. Plus, on top of that, you have vacuum bonded, construction, a detachable hitch, so you can, theoretically lower the length on this unit. It is getting incredibly windy, so hopefully it's not picking it up. So I just want to show you the outside here real quick. I mean, look at the trees, hustling and bustling, baby. What a day, what a day, what a day. So, aluminum frame construction, a little bit of an upgraded fiberglass as well, and the Sandpipers are gonna be nice because they're very well insulated. They even have a dealership award, basically, where the dealers kind of get together and they vote on which units that they prefer because, oh, here, right here. Quality Circle Award winner. We are proud to be the 3-time winner of the Dealer Service Index. It's so essentially, like when a dealership gets in, you don't want one that has a whole bunch of warranty work and all of that. So less problems for the dealer is less problems for, like the consumer, which, I think that's pretty nice. I think it speaks to volumes. They're also not super aggressively priced. Actually, let me see here. Normally I don't do prices, but $66,888 down here at the RV show. So it's a nice opportunity to give you pricing. So I don't typically get to do that. But man, I mean, this is a nice little variation of the floor plan that got super popular, with the dual lofts and whatnot. The Salem kind of started that, which is pretty cool. But you have the island with the waterfall finish. You have a slide out with moderately residential style appliances. I mean, you got the 3 top burner to whip up all the fixins. You also have enough room for, like, cookies or anything of that nature. And then 6 pull-out drawers. Now the bottom 4 are going to be just like this. Notice how it was soft close. The top 2 are going to be just like this. So for side reference, you're looking at about, half palm or half hand, basically, up to about like right there. Microwave is going to be more of a residential style, and it's got the mode we all love, baby. The old potato and the beverage mode. Heat yourself up, some Sprite, get slurping down. Now, anytime you want to see soft close, just a little trick if you're not working with like a salesman to tell you that it's got it or anything. Anytime you see these hinges right there, that's going to mean it's on that soft close. So a little bit easier for you, when you're shopping down at the lot. Maybe you don't have somebody that knows these things, with you. Solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. I'm telling you, I'm feeling juiced up. This is my favorite event of the year. It's Friday, so it's going to get packed. So I'm trying to get as many videos as I can. But man, farm style sink, stainless steel, high-rise faucet, whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. You also have a flip-up extra countertop here too, which is really nice. And then again, the dual loft. So loft, bedroom. On the other side, loft, bedroom as well. Blew right past the refrigerator here, didn't we? This is going to be a 12-volt refrigerator. Now, it's a destination, so most people aren't going to put solar up on the top. But if you are someone that's going from like seasonal site to seasonal site, like I sold, when I was selling RVs, I did have like a lot of pipeliners or, maybe like a traveling nurse or something of that nature. You could add solar if you want, but this will run off of the solar. It'll run off like a battery if you lose power. Just a pretty good little versatile setup. So much better than those gas and electric, ones of the past, which I'm pretty happy personally that those are fading out. So right here, you're going to have your TV directly across from your recliner, by the way. So I'll show you that here in a second. But this is going to be a smart TV, 50-incher. So, you can play all of your Netflixes, YouTubes, Primes, JBL speakers. So with zone A and B, that's going to be inside and outside, so you can rock on both sides. And then, of course, you have the fireplace to keep you nice and a roasty and a toasty. And I'll tell you, in a floor plan like this, that fireplace is going to be an even bigger benefit because the only parts that are cut off to the access of the heat are going to be the bedrooms and bathrooms. Those lofts, since the heat rises, will fill up a little bit, and that should save you a little bit of money on propane because, we all know most of your campgrounds are going to be, flat rate or free electric or, whatever you might got going on there. So to open this up all the way, you do want to close this up, but partial will be good. Great little Murphy pantry there for you. And you guys know, if you guys have watched my videos before, this would be my wife's space, and I would probably get this one, but the rest of it would have, you know, crystals and sages and books and blankets, all sorts of great stowaway items. Just a really neat place. I remember when those Murphy pantries started coming out a couple years ago, and you know, it blew my mind. Now this is pretty darn neat. This is such a deep drawer. I love that. I mean, for reference here too, that's the King Wi-Fi Connect too, by the way. But for reference, it's going up to like middle of this big, beautiful bicep, baby. But that's because it's right next to the stairs. Spiral staircase too, so it's going to be a one piece, which is nice. So it's going to be kind of, you know, less points of, I guess, where it could potentially fall apart on you. But up here is going to be your loft, and the loft, I think, is really nice. One, it's accommodating for all of the kids' stuff with all the storage you see in the back. You also have a couple windows to keep you sane, and some plugins there too as well. And they're the fancy plugins also with the, you know, the USB and the universal C. Now you flip it back around. Let me show you the view here of the TV from where you would be sitting. So I just lowered that down a little bit, which is nice. But you're going to have your Thomas Paine collection furniture right here. So these are going to be some recliners. You know, they're going to kick back so you can, you know, lay back, take a snoozer, or possibly just snuggle up with honey buns and watch a movie because you don't have that center divide. But you are going to get some cup holders. And I like how those are stainless steel too. You know, a little bit easier to clean, a little bit easier to maintain. Now, the only thing that I don't really enjoy particularly about this floor plan is notice how the windows, your two major windows, they're going to be panoramic. Nothing wrong with it, you know, for a good view, but I like having the access to open it up a little bit at the expense of maybe seeing out. But the side ones do open up, so you're still going to get, you know, that nice little breeze whipping across for you, which is still nice. So I'll take it, but I would like to see those open maybe in the future. I mean, what do you guys think? Maybe drop a comment and let me know there. Right here is going to be your table, 4-seater. You know, play some euchre, have some dinner, you know, have some fun. Wireless charge up station as well, so you can just plop it on there. Or on the other side, you'll see you have USB connections to get you all plugged in. All right, so now let's head over to this is going to be the rear side of the RV. You have a drop frame construction, queen bed, and then you're also going to get outlets, USBs, windows that open up. You flip it around, you got a ton of dresser space or hanging room space right here. You're also going to have a couple pull-out drawers. The top one on this side and that side are going to look the same. And then same thing with the bottom, except on the right side you have 2, and in the middle you have 4 more. So a ton of dresser space. You also have enough room for probably another 50-inch TV too, you know, which I think is pretty pinkies up, pretty highfalutin. So not only you have outlets there on the wall too, and on the sides again. So we just wanted to point that out for everyone that always wants the outlets. Porcelain foot flush throne. Don't even have to sit there to know that that's in a good spot. And then you got another mirror, another gun, baby. But you also got yourself a little medicine cabinet action Rooney. Sink that's here in the middle, along with, you know, access to your plumbing. Let's go ahead and get on in there so you guys can see those connections down below as well. And then you flip it around. Oh, I misspoke. It's not a 2 full bath. Thought this was a shower for some reason. Maybe they switched that out. But either way, you have a washer and dryer prep, which is very neat in general. Now tell me, would you guys rather have washer and dryer here or possibly an extra shower? I think might be kind of cool if you can option that out. I'm not really sure, but you know, we'll put all that in the description. I guess there's really no need for 2 showers at the end of the day. Got yourself a bathroom, rear entry exit. I do like that. You know, I reference every time I see this is the Mortal Kombat. Reminds me of that guy's hat that he's, you know, zipping around. And then a little bit of a bigger loft up here. And notice it's going to be a little bit longer as well. Let me, gives you a good little view there, I suppose. Actually, that gives you a bad view. Let's see, like right over here. That's what you're working with. And again, one piece spiral staircase too, which I think is pretty, you know, pretty nice to have it one piece. Because if it was 2, you know, again, it's more weld points, you know, more potential. All right, so right here is going to be your control panel. So for all your slide outs, your awnings, black 1, black 2, so switch over. And then you have your heated holding tanks there too as well, which is going to be a 12-volt pad. This is also going to be a heated and enclosed underbelly, which is, you know, pretty darn nice. Just turned on the lights right there, so that's where that switch is. You're also going to have your gas water heater. So that's going to be more of an on-demand hot water heater. Let's get these lights on in the bathroom. What I like as a bigger guy, you do get a bigger shower than most of your destinations, which is nice. You know, I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds. And, you know, it's a one-piece fiberglass shell, so it feels a little bit sturdy, a little bit less maintenance. You got a place where you can sit down. I believe that does have a 250-pound weight limit, just as a heads up. And then you have, you know, 6'2" or so right here, as well as, you know, another head right there. Now, bada bing. More storage, more plumbing. And then here up into the front, you got yourself queen size bed there too as well. Windows do all open up in here, which is really nice. And again, outlets, USBs, universal Cs, outlet there, another little nook, a control center for your AC, which is going to be dual 15K. And then let's see, yeah, you got a third one right there too as well, which is going to be nice. And they are ducted into the room. So I know a lot of people will say that they're not. They most definitely are in just about every floor plan. So you don't have to worry about that aspect of things. TV prep right here, emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop. You can get out in a hurry. And then you got the 4 drawers here. And then 3 more right there, along with, you know, some hanging room as well. But all right, guys, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. I know this is one of the more requested units I've actually had. But again, it's the 2025 Sandpiper 40 duplex. Now the wind is picking up. I can feel the camper a rocking. So we might be pretty darn quick here on the exterior. We already went over a lot of it, but aluminum frame construction, fiberglass siding, 2-inch vacuum bonded sidewalls. You're also going to get the 2 propane bottles here up front, along with a room for a battery box. You could probably squeeze on 2 of the smaller batteries as well. And then as we come on over here, you're going to have your outside shower, black tank flush, city water connection, fresh water, and then a secondary black tank flush as well. There's going to be your dump station, and then I'm not going to fit over in between that little area. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the tour. I hope to see you next time. There's going to be a lot of good content coming here from the RV party. Trying to get as much as I can while it's not overly packed, and I'm not going to be rude putting people on camera. But again, my name is Hunter, 2025 Sandpiper 40 duplex. Thank you. See you.